everyone. I'd like to introduce you to a true hero, a heroine of mine, Sally Fallon, who's the founding president of the Weston A. Price Foundation. I'd say she has educated more people and saved more lives than any doctors, hospitals around, and more
I'm not
common
sure about
sense.
that.
Her latest book with Tom Cowan, is it your latest book, The
Yes.
Contagion Myth, is something that I mention and promote at my seminars now. So I hope you'll get a lot of sales. But more than that, it's the information involved. And Sally's going to talk about, Ms. Fallon Morrell is going to talk about something that all chiropractors should know about, and that is the relationship between body structure and nutrition. So we have a brief period of time, but please take it away. Let's tell us about what you're going to tell us about at the ChiroU.
So, the real question, what is health? What is true health? If you walk into a community and everybody has crooked teeth and decay and kind of hunched over, they're not healthy, and they haven't had a good diet. But if you walk into a community, like an isolated community, and everybody has beautiful, broad smiles, no tooth decay, strong bodies, good posture, that they've had a good, healthy diet. And that's, of course, what Dr. Price did in his studies in the 1930s and 40s. So that's where we start. What kind of diet produces excellent bone structure? As a chiropractor, of course, you're very interested in this.
Mm-hmm.
And keeps people healthy throughout their lives. So that's what we teach. And of course, this is not a vegetarian diet. It's not a low-fat diet. It's not a low-salt diet. It's actually a very delicious diet that's rich in animal fats, that contains what we call sacred foods like liver and fish eggs, or you want to say caviar and foie gras. That's another way of putting it. So, it's very interesting. The chiropractors and dentists have a lot in common. They're working with the same structures. When the embryo forms, the spinal cord and the teeth start out as just one cell that divides into 2 and then into 4 and 8, 16, 32. And then there's another division, and half those cells go to the mouth to form the teeth, and the other half form the spinal cord. So when you see a person with good, strong teeth, nice wide smile, even teeth, it's a sign they're going to have a good spinal cord, because they were both formed at the same time and from the same cells.
So that's the ectoderm, I guess.
Pardon me?
The ectoderm? The nervous system comes from that level of the ectoderm and the skin and the teeth, I guess.
The spine and the teeth come from, I don't know if it's ectoderm or what, but they come from the division of the same cells.
Right, the same germ layer.
Yes.
Or the embryo.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I first got involved with your work when I asked my dentist, how come people keep getting their wisdom teeth taken out? How come we don't have any room anymore? Because my parents and grandparents and I, thankfully, didn't have them taken out. And he said, did you know the work of Weston Price?
Yeah.
And he mentioned that not only the jaw, which is a ring, might be narrow and not have enough room, but the pelvis, which is a ring, also can be too narrow. And that's why there's so many C-sections.
Exactly. So when the teeth are formed properly, the face is broad, naturally straight teeth, the pelvic opening is round, and that is the ideal shape for the baby to come through. And in addition to their beautiful teeth, what the early explorers and anthropologists everyone noted how easy it was for these women to have babies. So once the individual is formed with the poor diet, will have a narrow face, crowded, crooked teeth, not such good form in the body, and the pelvic opening will be oval, not round, and oval is a very difficult shape for the baby to get through.
So, of course, this is just one aspect of physiology. Nutrition affects so many others. And if
Yes,
we
I
had about
mean,
10 hours, we could talk more about that.
it affects the eyes, the ears, the kidneys. The same nutrients that you need for building a healthy form are necessary for building healthy kidneys. And, you can always improve your health after you've reached adulthood with a good diet, but wouldn't it be better to start out with really excellent construction in your body, your organs, your kidneys, your teeth, your heart, your liver, whatever.
So this will be good advice not only for doctors, for their patients, but for themselves, especially young doctors starting out with new families and students.
This, infertility has become this huge problem. Fewer and fewer couples can just naturally get pregnant. And what did the Native Americans do when they couldn't get pregnant? They went on the bear fat diet. They ate nothing but bear fat for a month, and it always worked.
Wow.
But bear fat's really rich in vitamin K, vitamins A, D, and K, the three fat-soluble vitamins. But nobody's telling these young people this. Instead, they go through all these horrendous procedures. But wouldn't it be better to start off by putting them on the equivalent of the bear fat diet?
We'll be talking about this. You'll be talking about this and many more cool things at our seminar.
Yes.
I wonder if chiropractors always want to know, how can their patients hold their adjustments better? How can they get better results? This will tie in beautifully.
Yes. One thing we'll talk about is the importance of collagen. Of course, collagen holds us together. And we're the broth people. We recommend using bone broth, gelatinous bone broth, which is basically melted collagen, for having good ligaments, good musculature, good tendons. That's what holds your spine together, right?
Absolutely. And doctors are recommending all these bone healing or disc healing supplements, if they only could tell their patients about proper nutrition.
Yeah, and of course the other really key is the raw dairy products. We'll talk about raw milk, and we'll show studies where you can see that animals fed raw milk had much stronger, denser bones than animals fed pasteurized milk. And we'll talk, there's some very interesting new studies out about what processing does to milk.
So there's it's September 24th, the Chiropractic World Summit. Fallon will be one of our featured speakers. This will be an incredibly valuable experience for everyone. So I hope you can join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Looking forward to it.